What's poppin', world? It's just LZ. I'm thinking, right? As I always do, to keep the world spinning. I've been thinking a lot. I got a lot of good news. I got a book coming out. I got my sneaker coming out in the works. You know, well, it's like karma. Sometimes people want to punish you or hurt you, but rather than it being something that happens to you, bad all the time, it actually turns into something good. So I was working, right? I picked up a day job, just to keep the feds off my, but in the process, I had to tolerate my boss's temper, and this is something that I don't like to do. I don't like to, feel humiliated. But I humbled myself. I tolerated it. But 2 years later, right, still, tolerating. I decided not to tolerate no more at the dehumanization, the humiliation part. So I snapped and I just yelled, I raised my voice. And his reaction was to, let me go. Which was probably needed because now, I switched up my strategies and now I'm focused on my entrepreneurship because I could have been making money selling my products. Instead, I was out busy, but I saw it as a way like, this is just a means to an end. I got to distract the people, the people around me that just released me from prison and shit. I got to get them to think that I'm like, outstanding citizen. But now I'm like a superb one because now I get to show my hustling capabilities in a legit way. So I didn't see it all like waste of time. Like while I was doing that, working a day job, I got to start a company. And the company, I started forming products, which is my sneakers, my book, my music, which is all gonna be available pretty soon on a link that I'll be sharing, where you could purchase directly. I can actually sell products to you directly from the owner, the artist. And I'm gonna be displaying it, posting it on YouTube or wherever these social medias. Probably go live every once in a while, just to get the idea of someone to purchase one of my products. Just so that I could make a living. But besides that, I think I take it as a blessing because here he got a taste of his own medicine, right? My boss, and his reaction was to like terminate me. But what happened in the termination process is that I ended up triumphing and becoming my own boss in the process. So, and with your help, buying my products, like I said, I'll be displaying every once in a while, maybe going live or something. We're proving, the old method wrong. Like, entrepreneurship is the shit. And I'm I'm a living testament that it can be possible, you know what I mean? Because, I'm doing it on my own. Though I'm not living, fancy and got a luxury hotel, mansion or something like that. At least I got my own products and I got my own company selling under my own, label and making money under my own business, So this is what it's about. It's about teaching the youth how to become entrepreneurs, how to become businessmen, where they're relying on themselves, nobody. And there's a lot more ideas that I plan to share where you can reach this autonomy, but it's a slow, it's been a process. It's been a process, a couple years just to get a bank account, a business account. I've been trying to get a business account for years, but I finally got one. And that could be simple to a lot of people. Like, man, that's nothing. That's just, filling out. But, simple filling out a form, most people can't do, and people read and write. Some people know how to read, but it's the willpower. Their level of attention is so dormant on the things that they think that they're supposed to be doing, that they never realize how to activate the parts that they should be doing. So yeah, man, I started this business. Hopefully, support by consuming my products. I'm trying to make it like I'm trying to revolutionize how an artist is now viewed. Back in the days, an artist was viewed by the musical lyrics, the rhymes. But now to be an artist, you have to be more than just rhymes and lyrics. You have to know how to be versatile, hustle. So the rappers became rappers, but then my generation came and we started learning the business. Because a lot of rappers were going into the business not knowing the business. So what my generation started doing, or the ones, we started picking up quick, we started learning the business. And now it's not just about rapping, Now you have to be like a superhero. Well, the way that I'm trying to do it, the way that I envision it, might not be the same as everyone else. Maybe some people, an artist is someone who tends to stick to the corners on the block, 24/7, limited to that, hood persona. But to me, it's multifaceted. It's in different parallel universes, and it doesn't just talk about music. It also talks about products and collectibles. Like, I'm trying to make it like a collectible, like how little kids read comic books, or me growing up, I used to look at the GI Joes and the little Hot Wheels. Like, I used to like playing with the Hot Wheels and the GI Joes. And if you got like a rubber band, you shoot at it from a distance and you're like killing you. So the GI Joes, the Hot Wheels, and the bazooka gums, was another one. Bazooka gums, they let a little a strip of comics. Then there was the baseball cards, the Snapple caps, the quarters, different designs on the quarters. These were things that over time became collectibles if you knew how to choose and what brand to go for. Even a small thing like a lunchbox, becomes valuable over time. So, but the problem is that people that, my generation or the one before that, they'd appreciate it, but they didn't appreciate who it was coming from. They didn't know who it was coming from. They would just appreciate the art. With time, it grew value. But now we're in a generation, right, where I'm pretty much trying to make it the same, where I can start making all these collectibles, not just my music. I got like a digital currency. I have what else? I have one of those NFT art paintings. So what I'm trying to do is express my artistry and expand it to a level of wow, this guy's not just a rapper. He's a superhero, because now you're branching off into other fields. And picture you holding one of my Snapple caps or one of my cards, and these things that as the artist one should create. And I'm creating it as an artist, these GI Joes, these little Hot Wheels, and just for display, for the consumer to, buy it. But like I said, my generation will collect these things and not really know the artist. Now is your chance where you get to know the artist creating these beauties that grow in value over time, and the reason they grow in value, so yeah, now, like me, you don't want to be no like a show schmojo, who's wearing gloves and just jewelry to show, and doesn't do nothing for the people. Like, the people are not holding a piece of your hardware where they can be like, I'm connected to someone who understands, and yeah. So I got a lot of these merchandises available, more coming out. The thing is, as my ideas grow, I start doing other things. Like, I don't just stay limited. So just, if I were you, I would just be sure to try to get my hand on one of the products that I create, and try to hold on to it. Don't be so quick to treat it like any other artifacts being sold, because I'm gonna keep coming out with new inventions, and what you're beholding is something probably gonna be valuable. So think about it like that. Anyway, that's what this show's about. Collectibles, and how I revolutionized how artistry should be, and no one could do it like me. That's that with all of that.